GMNA uses artificial intelligence for generated speech, visuals, and production. AI-generated content may contain errors. Please verify important information before making decisions or taking action.
Good evening, Wildwood. I'm Jessica Hart. Coyotes are increasingly spotted near homes after residents feed them, and the boardwalk rehab moves ahead despite funding hurdles. Expect sunny skies and solid surf for Friday's beach outing, and traffic remains clear across town. Over to you, Jake.
The annual Juice Nice Sneaker and Trading Card Convention returns tomorrow and the following day, featuring collectors, exclusive releases, and live autograph sessions downtown.
Doors open at 9 a.m. each day at the Riverfront Expo Center, with vendor booths, panel talks, and a special raffle for early arriving attendees.
Featured guests include renowned sneaker designer Maya Lopez, veteran card trader Sam Reynolds, and local artist duo Pixel and Ink, each presenting limited edition collaborations during the convention.
Lots to get to. Let's begin, as we dive into the day's headlines and bring you the latest updates from around Wildwood. Good evening, Wildwood. Coyotes are becoming a regular presence in the Wildwood neighborhood as city officials confirm a rise in sightings near homes. Wildlife officers say residents who intentionally feed the animals are encouraging the predators to linger, turning casual encounters into a growing concern. The department has warned that feeding attracts coyotes, increasing the risk of unexpected encounters and potential conflicts with pets or people. Officials are urging the community to stop handouts and to report any aggressive behavior, while also evaluating non-lethal deterrent measures. Some neighbors admit to leaving food scraps, believing they are helping, but experts stress that such actions disrupt natural hunting patterns and draw more coyotes into residential areas. The situation remains ongoing, and authorities continue to monitor movements and advise residents on safe practices to protect both people and wildlife.
The city of Wildwood is pressing on with the second stage of its boardwalk rehabilitation, even though federal funding remains uncertain. Officials say the ongoing work builds on the initial upgrades completed earlier this year and aims to extend the refreshed pathway along the shoreline. The project, backed by roughly $4 million in municipal funds, will replace aging planks, upgrade lighting, and improve drainage to better handle high tides. While the federal grant application is still pending, the city council voted to allocate the needed cash to keep construction moving. Engineers estimate the new segment will be ready for public use by late summer, adding a safer, more attractive promenade for visitors and locals alike. The boardwalk remains open during construction, with detours clearly marked to guide beachgoers around active zones.
Today's forecast for the New Jersey shoreline brings bright, clear skies and a steady swell that should please surfers from Cape May up to Wildwood. NJ101.5 reports that temperatures will climb into the high 70s with light breezes, keeping the air comfortable for beachgoers. The surf is expected to be clean and consistent, offering both beginners and experienced riders solid waves throughout the afternoon. With no rain in sight, families can plan picnics on the sand, and lifeguards anticipate a full day of activity. The station also notes that water temperatures remain pleasant, making a dip in the Atlantic inviting. Residents and visitors alike can count on a classic summer beach day along the Wildwood stretch. Morning sun will linger well into early evening, providing ample light for sunset strolls along the boardwalk. Parking areas are expected to fill quickly, so arriving early is advisable.
Last Sunday, a quick-thinking stranger pulled a family from the surf off Cape May County near Wildwood, averting a likely drowning. The family, caught in a sudden rip current, struggled as waves slammed the shore. Witnesses say the rescuer, who did not stay for identification, sprinted into the water and, using a sturdy board, hauled the panicked relatives to safety within minutes. Emergency responders arrived shortly after, confirming that all 5 members escaped unharmed. County officials praised the act, noting the incident underscores the unpredictable nature of the Atlantic off our coast. Local beachgoers reported the scene drew a small crowd, and the rescuer's calm demeanor helped keep panic at bay. Bystanders captured brief footage that quickly spread on local social media, highlighting the bravery of the unknown hero. The family expressed deep gratitude, while authorities reminded swimmers to stay alert for changing conditions.
Gas prices in New Jersey have climbed past $4 per gallon, a level not seen in years. The jump is rippling through the local dining scene as restaurants confront higher delivery costs and customers rethink discretionary spending. Owners report squeezing margins as fuel-driven deliveries and utility expenses swell, prompting some to adjust menu pricing or trim operating hours. Consumers, already navigating broader inflation, are scaling back on eating out, opting for home-cooked meals instead. Analysts link the surge to tighter global oil supplies and lingering pandemic-era disruptions in supply chains. While the price ceiling remains fluid, experts caution that continued elevation could further strain small eateries already operating on thin profit lines. Residents watching the pumps notice the shift, and the ripple effect on dining habits underscores the interconnected nature of transportation costs and everyday expenses. Later we'll celebrate Wildwood marking America's 250th birthday, plus more on our boardwalk rehab. Stay tuned, we will be right back.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches, no middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you got what you needed from that break. Over to Jake for the local stories.
Last Thursday, the city of Wildwood unveiled its Back Bay redevelopment plan, a centerpiece of the municipal development initiative aimed at breathing new life into the waterfront. Officials outlined a mixed-use vision that includes new walking trails, public parks, and modest retail space designed to give families more options for weekend strolls and outdoor play. The proposal also calls for upgraded storm water systems, which should help protect nearby homes from flooding during heavy rain. City planners said the project will roll out in phases over the next several years, with the first phase focusing on shoreline access and green space. Residents can expect construction activity to begin later this year, bringing short-term traffic changes but promising longer-term benefits such as increased property values and a more vibrant community hub along the bay.
Last Thursday, Wildwood came alive as the city and its residents gathered to honor America's 250th birthday. Streets were lined with flags and families enjoyed a parade that wound through downtown, followed by live music on the town green. Local bakeries offered themed pastries, while the public library hosted a brief history exhibit highlighting milestones from the nation's founding to today. Children participated in a costume contest dressed as historical figures, and the community center organized a fireworks display that lit the night sky. Officials thanked volunteers for their help coordinating the event, noting the celebration reinforced a sense of shared heritage. The day's activities wrapped up after midnight, leaving a lingering buzz as residents reflected on the country's past and the town's role in marking this national anniversary.
Collectors in Wildwood can look forward to the return of the Juice Nice Sneaker and Trading Card Convention, set for July 25th and July 26th at the Wildwood's Convention Center. Organizers say the two-day showcase will feature the latest sneaker releases, rare card decks, and vendor booths catering to hobbyists of all ages. Expect autograph sessions with notable collectors, interactive panels on market trends, and a chance for locals to trade items in a safe indoor setting. The annual event draws enthusiasts from across the region, boosting foot traffic for nearby cafes and shops during the weekend. With limited space, early arrival is recommended for those hoping to snag exclusive drops or secure a spot in the trading area. The convention promises a lively weekend for fans and families alike. Kids can also enjoy a dedicated play zone, while collectors browse a curated vintage aisle.
Yesterday, the Wildwoods Convention Center buzzed with excitement as ISPW Wrestling presented its Legends of Wrestling Night. The showcase brought together some of the sport's most iconic figures for a series of classic bouts that drew longtime fans and curious newcomers alike. Attendees moved through the arena's aisles, reliving memorable moments from past eras while enjoying the energy of live competition. Organizers highlighted the event as a tribute to wrestling's rich history, offering a rare chance for Wildwood residents to experience a blend of nostalgia and athletic spectacle without leaving town. Families with children enjoyed the themed merchandise booths, and several local food trucks served classic game day fare, keeping the evening lively well after the final match. The night concluded with a standing ovation, underscoring how local sports entertainment continues to provide a vibrant gathering spot for the community. Now let's check tonight's outlook and see how the surf and sun will shape your evening.
Upper-level jet streak carving a quiet ridge, keeping Wildwood dry while temperatures linger near seasonal highs. On this date, the all-time high reached 90 degrees in 2025, a blistering peak that arrived during a late summer heat wave that pushed daily maxima into the mid-90s across the region. The all-time low sits at 51 degrees, set back in 2013 when an unseasonal Arctic surge slipped through the Great Lakes, dropping temperatures well below the norm. By contrast, today's climatological average high sits in the high 70s and the average low in the mid-60s, so the current readings sit comfortably between those benchmarks. Zooming into the live radar, the screen is utterly blank. No rain echoes across the basin. That emptiness reflects a stable ridge aloft, with the westward jet at roughly 68 miles per hour slicing the upper atmosphere, reinforcing subsidence. With the jet locked north of the region, any moisture is being shepherded eastward, leaving Wildwood dry through the night and clearing any lingering clouds by 7 o'clock. At 6 p.m. Wildwood sits under a mostly clear sky with a temperature of 77 degrees, humidity around 58%, and a dew point near 61. High pressure dominates, holding steady and suppressing any lift, while the westward jet streak thunders at roughly 68 miles per hour just above the tropopause, sealing the ridge. Those dynamics keep the air mass warm and dry, so tonight's low will dip to 66 before the breeze eases to 11 miles per hour from the northeast. UV index stays at 8, and the max wind will reach 15 miles per hour from the same direction. No alerts are in effect, and with the ridge intact, the night will remain dry as we roll into tomorrow's outlook. Looking ahead, the weekend will stay locked under the same high-pressure ridge. Saturday's high holds at 77 with clouds drifting in, nudging the low to 64, while Sunday clears completely, keeping the high at 77 and the low steady at 64. Monday brings a modest warm-up to 81 and a low of 70, as the ridge deepens and winds stay light from the northeast. Tuesday breaks the dry spell. A weak trough slides east, injecting enough moisture for light rain and a 50% chance, with temperatures easing to 79 and lows climbing to 73. By Wednesday the trough exits, the ridge reasserts itself, and we return to clear skies, a high of 81 and a low of 72. The pattern stays largely zonal, so temperature swings remain modest. And that's your weather. Remember, the local sunset is also available as a podcast. Listen anytime on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts.
Up next, a look at Fitness Bootcamp, the LeBron James showdown with Michael Jordan, and St. George's Beach Outlet Spotlight. We will be right back.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches. No middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
All major routes are running smoothly across Wildwood. Highway 1, Route 23, and the downtown loop show free flow with travel times at or below normal. The Coastal Boulevard and Main Street are clear, no accidents or construction to report. Bus routes along the Central Corridor are also on schedule with no delays. Looking ahead, the afternoon commute may start to build after 5 o'clock as shoppers head toward the mall and beachside traffic picks up. Drivers should expect a gradual increase in volume near the shopping district and the shoreline promenade, though speeds should remain steady. Keep an eye on the exit ramps at the interstate junction if you're heading out of town later this evening. The river crossing at Willow Bridge stays open, and the parkway near the university remains clear. Anticipate a slowdown around Harbor Market on Harbor Street after 6 o'clock, as vendors set up visitors arrive. Otherwise, enjoy the open roads and a calm ride.
Try the Wildwoods launches today at the North Wildwood Beach Patrol headquarters with a full triathlon, a 5-kilometer run and a kids race, a splash of summer sport for all ages, and a chance to test your endurance while cheering on athletes. Music lovers can head to Buy-In Plaza for a free Jameson Celtic Rock concert, offering lively Celtic rock tunes right in the heart of downtown. The free vibe makes live music easy on the wallet. Families seeking holiday cheer will find Santa Claus on the North Wildwood Beach, where a Christmas in July photo moment awaits the kids, delivering a dose of midsummer magic. As the sun dips, yoga on the beach at Burke Avenue invites you to stretch on the sand and unwind after a day, leaving you relaxed for evening. Looking ahead, tomorrow's Wildwood Crest Christmas in July Festival and Boat Parade brings food, vendors, and a festive flotilla, while Friday night fireworks will light Boardwalk to kick off the weekend. And now here's Luke with sports.
Here's the latest sports buzz for our Philadelphia-focused fans in Wildwood. Bleeding Green Nation reports that Philadelphia now hosts both Michael Jordan and LeBron James, an unprecedented gathering of basketball icons. The outlet notes the Eagles have signed Jordan as a free agent offensive addition, underscoring the city's growing allure for veteran stars. Broad Street Hockey outlines that Russian winger Matvey Michkov is intensifying his off-season regimen ahead of what could be a pivotal third year. After a 51-point sophomore season and a playoff sweep by the Hurricanes, he has yet to secure a spot on Flyers coach Rick Tockett's top line. Bleeding Green Nation highlights Saquon Barkley as the Philadelphia Eagles' leading non-quarterback contender for the 2026 NFC MVP award. The piece notes the Eagles' offensive struggles last season and positions Barkley's rushing production as a key factor in their resurgence hopes. Bleeding Green Nation reports that former Ravens linebacker Chandler Martin, waived by the Eagles in June after a failed physical, returned this month for a visit with Philadelphia's training camp staff. Sources say the team is evaluating his health ahead of potential roster moves. Broad Street Hockey reflects on the Flyers' historical playoff patterns, noting they missed the postseason 8 times in their first 44 seasons, roughly 24% of the time. The analysis suggests that recent playoff returns align with the franchise's long-standing tendency to reappear after gaps. Broad Street Hockey notes that while the Flyers missed out on an offer sheet for Leo Carlsson, they succeeded in locking the Ducks into one of the league's least favorable contracts, intensifying a budding rivalry. The outlet also highlights the team's incremental summer progress despite a modest off-season.
St. George's Beach Outlet on the Wildwood Boardwalk is the go-to spot for sun-worn sandals, flip-flops, and beach essentials. During the 4th of July holiday week, the shop was swamped with visitors, turning what began as a slow start to the season into a solid sales boost. Owner Nancy Salib said the surge eased her worries about early season spending and gave her staff a reason to celebrate. Across the boardwalk, other local retailers reported similar upticks, signaling a ripple of summer momentum through the neighborhood. It's more than just a shop, it's the place families stop for a quick snack, a souvenir, and a friendly smile, keeping the boardwalk's spirit alive. And we celebrate our local hero who rescued a family from troubled waters, a true Wildwood miracle you won't want to miss.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches. No middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
Here on the sun-kissed stretch of the Wildwoods Boardwalk, families and retirees alike gathered beneath a bright July sky, the salty breeze carrying laughter and the soft shuffle of sand shoes. The scene unfolded near the historic carousel, where a modest wooden podium held a gleaming trophy, its surface reflecting the turquoise waves that lap the free public shoreline. Local vendors set up colorful umbrellas, offering lemonade in frosted pitchers, while children built towering sandcastles that seemed to reach for the horizon. A group of longtime volunteers, the beach keepers, stood shoulder to shoulder, their smiles widening as the announcer read the results of USA Today's annual Reader's Choice poll. For the 3rd consecutive year, the Wildwoods free beaches were crowned the top shoreline in New Jersey, praised for their pristine sand, family-friendly vibe, and the timeless charm of the boardwalk that frames them. When the final name was spoken, applause rippled across the sand, and a local musician strummed a gentle chord on his guitar, the notes floating like gulls over the Atlantic. The community's pride was palpable, a reminder that a place cared for by its people shines brightest. It's moments like these that keep our town's heart beating strong.
The Wildwoods Boardwalk is buzzing this Saturday, June 13th, as the Jersey Shore ALS United Ride kicks off right in the heart of downtown. Families, retirees, high school students, and a few seasoned cyclists line up near the historic carousel, helmets glinting in the early light while volunteers hand out bright orange bibs. As the first riders push off, the hum of wheels mingles with the salty sea breeze, and the scent of fresh pretzel carts drifts down the promenade. The route weaves past the iconic pier, through the pastel-painted beach houses, and loops around the quiet residential streets where neighbors wave and cheer. One vivid moment catches every eye: a 7-year-old on a pink bike, his grin wide as the ocean, pedaling beside his grandfather, both sharing a high five as they pass the lighthouse. It's a simple gesture, but it carries the weight of a community rallying together, each pedal stroke a promise to keep the fight against ALS alive. When the riders return to the starting point, the boardwalk erupts in applause, ribbons flutter, and a collective feeling of hope settles over the crowd. It's moments like these that remind us why community matters.
Thanks for joining us, Wildwood. Today's reminder that courage lives among us, as a local hero saved a family from troubled waters, truly captured the spirit of our community. We'll be back tomorrow with more stories that matter. Until then, I'm Jessica Hart, wishing you a peaceful evening.